Finishing in third, riding for Monster Energy, Star Racing Yamaha, Colt Nichols. Finishing in second, riding for Monster Energy, Star Racing Yamaha, Dylan Ferrandis. And your winner, riding for Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki, Adam Cianciarulo. Congrats, guys. Over the past few seasons, Oakland's been kind of wet, rainy, tough conditions. Today, though, was pretty good all the way from practice qualifying through the main event. Just take us through your day here in Oakland, how it went for you, starting from the beginning and closing out your main event. Cool.
Yeah, the day was not that awesome at first. Practice was not my best. I think I qualified 7th and was just a little off kind of all day in practice. And then got it together for the night program and had a solid heat race behind Dylan. And yeah, the main event just got off to a really, really good start and didn't really seal the deal in that second turn. And Adam and I think Cameron got underneath me, and that was kind of the race a little bit. And overall, I can't complain. I got third, and that's great. You never can complain about being on the podium, but of course, always want more. But it's okay. We'll try again next weekend.
Yeah, for me, it was the same thing. In the beginning of the day, it was rough for sure. I think sometimes I struggle when the track gets a little bit ruddier, kind of with rushing it in practice, especially when we're going for heaters and you're kind of trying to connect the track, but it's tough when you're going for a good qualifying time. So I definitely struggled in practice, but yeah, I think as the day went on, got a little bit better.
I felt good all day and get faster qualifying and get my first hit win of the season, so which was really good with a good start and yeah. And main, I just get a bad start and lose some time in the first couple laps and get back to the front and fight till the end for the win and make some cool pass with great pass on my main rivals for the championship and yeah, managed to finish second, which is good for the championship. Yeah, for sure, I'm a little bit frustrating to miss the win again.
Aaron Hance with Aaron Hance with Racer X. First, this is for Adam. You've had so far a bit of an up and down season. Is that something that you think about, like when you're leading the main? Okay.
No, it's not something I think about. I mean, it's obviously something that I'm conscious of. Like I know that I haven't been consistent in the past, and everybody's kind of labeled me as a guy that's like got a lot of speed and makes a lot of mistakes and so on and so on. So I work on it. Like I'm conscious of it, and during the week I do the best I can to fix that problem. But I feel like obviously so far both Anaheims were bad, and I was able to rebound both times. And yeah, so I feel like I have a different mindset this year. I mean, I know I've kind of made some of the same mistakes, but I do feel like I'm different. So definitely conscious that I'm a guy that tends to make mistakes. You know, it's happened in the past, can't deny it, but at the same time, I feel I'm able to fix it and get under control.
Steve Giberson with Vital MX. Talking with some of the guys yesterday during press day, they said the track was fairly simple. It looked like it turned into a bit of a different beast tonight.
Yeah, it wasn't simple for me at all. Like I said, I've kind of struggled on the softer dirt, and I would say the transitions here were super steep and made it a little bit tricky. And obviously the whoops were bad. And man, Dylan was going so fast in the whoops in practice. He's frustrating. It's like I was like a second slower than him in that segment all day long. So I'm like, man, I got to make a change. And we ended up going a tooth higher in the rear so I could kind of pull forth going out of that corner. But it didn't really matter when it came to the main. It broke down a lot. And yeah, the track was tough to ride too. It's just something about it. 2 sets of whoops, the wall's a little bit hard, the sand right after. Just yeah, it was tough.
Jani Hovi, X-Racing Finland. Adam, you mentioned that you are trying to fix the problem during the week. What does that mean?
I mean, I think it comes down to making better decisions in the heat of the moment, race time. I mean, obviously, I feel when I'm out there and even when I make mistakes that I feel that I'm focused. It's not like my mind's drifting away to Disneyland when I'm out there. It's just I get a little ahead of myself or I start rushing it. And my problem so far this year has been when I am at the back, I have such a desire to win and to be at the front. I let that emotionally take over my race instead of just focusing on doing my laps and riding the best of my ability, which ultimately will get me in the best position. I'm like, I got to be at the front right now. And you guys can see that at Anaheim 1 and Anaheim 2. It's like I'm back there and I'm like, I got to be up there like right now. So it's just about being conscious of that. And like I said, when it comes down to the decision either to be smart or to be an idiot, you got to make the right decision in the race.
This one's for Dylan and Adam. Pretty exciting finish to that main event. I'd like to hear from both of you. Just kind of take us right where you guys closed up there, I think on second to last lap, and then just throughout that final lap.
For me, I got a bad start, so I lose a lot of time and energy to get to front, and I think we passed the 3/4 of the race when I was second, and I have a small gap to reduce to really be able to fight for the win and with Adam, and I made a small mistake 2 laps before the end, so it cost me 1 second and a half, and just before the last lap he made a mistake, and I said okay, it's now, and was a tough finish, but I just lose too much energy and time at the beginning of the race, and I couldn't fight till the end, so frustrating, but I mean was okay. Was a tough night for me, but finish second is not so bad.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much what Dylan said. I missed that rhythm before the finish line. You came out of the corner and you went onto the table, off, and then triple. And I must have cased the off or something. I ended up doubling through that whole section. Then I could hear him behind me, and I really nailed the whoops on the last lap, which really saved me because I did not want to go into that last section like super close. So, glad we were able to sneak it out.
Yeah, Adam, it's for Adam. You talk about getting emotional, and there's 4 of you guys that are only separated by 5 points now, and you had all 3 of the others behind you early in the race. Was that a thought in your mind at all, like about battling the 3 fastest guys?
No, it really isn't. Like I said, I try to be transparent about like what I'm thinking out there when you guys ask me these questions, but it doesn't mean it's not like I'm out there and I'm like thinking about all these situations in my head. Like I'm really just riding, but obviously, when you do get a start like that, and then you have, like, Colt was really killing me in the whoops in the beginning, and you kind of got to figure it out for yourself, and, when you don't have anybody to follow. So sometimes it's a little bit more difficult to lead the race from start to finish. Obviously, tonight was a night as every night, you wanted to get to start, especially with all those 90s right there right away, kind of going around the stadium, kind of funnels in. So it wasn't a thought. I mean, it was just grinding it out there. Yep.
This one's for Colt. You've had that red plate. It's something new for you. Are you finding that are you feeling the weight of the red plate at all, or is it just something you don't think about?
No, I mean, you can't really think about it, Don't want to self-destruct out there or do anything stupid, but, I mean, it changes nothing. You have a bad weekend, everyone remembers that bad weekend, so you just got to keep it moving and go weekend to weekend and try not to, think about that. It's every single weekend is a new challenge. Someone else is going faster than the weekend before, or someone else starts a little better, so it's just race to race. I'm happy it's on my bike for sure, but no, I haven't really tried to think about it much.
Thanks, guys.